Alright guys, welcome back to Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. It's early morning now. We're going to get us a prime rib going today on the actually tomorrow. We're going to salt brine it overnight. We're going to be using the Weber smokefire on this one. I called up my local butcher shop and I asked them for a 3-bone prime rib. Not a bad deal. Alright, always patronize your local meat markets. You'll get good deals. Treat them good, they'll treat you good. Alright, it's already been trimmed and tied for me. 3-bone, weighs in about 5-6 pounds, I think. We're going to be using this, we're going to be using this here Madeline sea salt flakes, folks. Good stuff. Find this off Amazon. Just going to do a salt brine overnight. Supposed to be a try to keep one hand clean, folks. Get that back over here, you can see it. Good marbling in this one, folks. This is fresh prime rib. Never frozen for the butcher shop, always fresh. Today we're not going to be using no herb butter on this one today, folks. Alright, looks pretty good. We'll get whatever's on the board here. Alright, then we're going to set it on this rack. And then we're just going to put that in the refrigerator overnight, 48 hours, whatever it takes. Alright, we'll see you back here. We're going to be firing up the Weber smokefire using pecan pellets. Alright folks, there it is. The old 48-hour dry brine. Look at that beautiful red color it takes on. See, we didn't lose no juice in the pan. Pretty dry. Salt didn't draw out any of the juice. Drawed it out and put it back in. Now we're going to put our topping on there. Little binder at the Worcestershire. Really nothing fancy about this prime rib, folks. I'm going to make us up a simple little rub. Use your favorite rub if you want. Try to keep your prime rib simple. Now, you spend a lot of money on these things. You don't want to mess it up with a brine, with a rub you haven't tried before. We got us one of these little Cambro shakers. We're going to put in a little bit of kosher salt, not a lot. There's still some salt on there. Right about like that. Probably about a tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. And we're going to add a little onion powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, folks. Or that's garlic powder, I'm sorry, garlic powder. And 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Add in there. And we're going to add a tablespoon of thyme. What it says on the package is warm and pleasant, folks. And we're going to add a tablespoon of ground rosemary. You can use all fresh if you want, but Scotty's going with the powdered stuff today. It says woodsy flavor and aromatic. It does too. It smells really good. These spices are made right down the road from where I live at Sugar and Spice. Alright, now we're going to add a little pepper to that. Some coarse ground pepper. Right here. I'll try to put the full ingredient list down below, folks. If I forget, please remind me. I like a little bit of pepper. There we go. That's probably what it's going to look like, folks. Snap the lid on. Like that. Give it a shake. Mix it all up. There we go. These things put on an even coat. Put it on heavy. This is a big, thick piece of meat. It smells really good, folks. Very aromatic. Yeah, let's give the bone side some love too, folks. This is a 3-boner, weighing in at about 5 pounds. Fresh from my local Rice Lake butcher shop. There we go, folks. Looking good, looking good. Now, what we're also going to do, I got half pound butter, some garlic, and we're going to take a little bit of this rub, probably a tablespoon or so, dump it right in there, like that. When this thing gets up to about 80-90 degrees, we'll put the butter in there, and we're just going to baste it with butter until the internal temperature hits about 125, 130. Take it any way you want, cook it any way you want, but remember, you can undercook these, no problem. You can save them. If you overcook them, there's no going back, folks. Alright. There we go. We're going to be smoking this on the, hang on, folks, I'll bring you up. There you go, folks. You can see my big mug. We're smoking this out on the Weber smokefire using a pecan pellet. We're running that at 250 degrees, folks. Alright. We'll leave this sit right here on the table. Let it come up to a little bit of room temperature while we fire up that pit. Alright, folks, I'll see you outside in the shack on the Weber smokefire. Be right back, folks. Here we go. Monitoring this today with the old ink bird. Alright, it's got a long cord on it, so all I'm going to do is unhook it from the cord and run it through the back hole. There we go. Plug her back in. There we go, folks. Let's see if we can check that out. There you go, running a 250 smoking pecan pellets. And right in the thickest part of the old prime rib. And we're just going to let her go, folks. Alright. It is exactly 7 a.m. in the morning. And we'll monitor how long it takes for you guys. We're going to come out when it hits 80 degrees and we're going to start basting it with some of that butter. I'm looking for an internal temperature of 125 with carryover to about 135. Maybe I'll pull it at 123. We'll see how it goes, folks. Game time decision. Merry Christmas, everybody. Alright, guys. Let's open her up. Whoa. Yeah, you got a nice little bark up there. Fast rendering out pretty good. We're going to baste her with that butter. It's 80 degrees. It took 2.5 hours to get to 80 degrees. If you're wondering how long it takes at 250. We got this little tub of butter over there, folks. Try not to get in your way. We're just going to dab this on there. Don't want to knock all that spices off yet. Butter, garlic, thyme, rosemary. All inside this butter concoction. Get some sides here. There we go. Alright, I'll just continue basting that with butter until we hit the internal temperature of 125 degrees, folks. Beautiful day here in Wisconsin, 48 degrees. See you soon, folks. Alright, folks, we're up to 90 degrees. Looking good. Maybe we'll give that a rotate, folks. Doesn't hurt to rotate it, does it? Give the old rotation. Yeah. Pull that out a little bit. Can you see that? How beautiful that looks, folks. That melted butter now. Now we're just going to bring this up to about 123, 125. Trusting the ink bird on this one, folks. Got Got that garlic, thyme, rosemary in this butter. Oh, that's looking good, folks. Yeah. We'll see you back here in another half hour or so, folks. Alright, folks, we're at 100 degrees. 250. Get my arm out of the way. Can you see what I'm seeing? This ain't looking good, folks. No reverse sear here. No 400 degrees. We're just going to keep basting it with this butter, garlic, thyme, rosemary. Until it hits 125. Hopefully it'll carry over to 135. That'll be 10 degrees. A lot of people say they only carry over 5. I've seen some of these carry over up to 12, folks. It all depends on your meat. Yeah. We'll be back when it hits 110, folks. More basting butter. Alright, folks, we have hit the 110 degree mark. Get some more butter. Looking good, folks. I keep my big arm out of the way. We just keep basting it with the garlic butter, thyme, and rosemary. All them little chunks of garlic falling on there. No reverse searing here, folks. No taking her up at 400 degrees. We're just going to let it ride to 125. Alright, we'll come back and do it again at 120. We better get this out of there, folks. I want to burn that up. Alright, folks, so far the total cook time has been 2 hours, or 3 hours and 3.5 hours, folks. Might as well round it off. Alright, be right back, folks. Alright, guys, we have hit the magic number of 118. This will be the last time we come out and baste it with this garlic herb butter. Where's my towel at, folks? We're going to take the rest of this, whatever's left in this bucket here, and we're just going to dump her right on. All that garlic and spices. Yeah. There we go. Spread that all out evenly. It'll be full of flavor. We build layers of flavor, folks. Alright, we better get this lid shut. No more basting. Put my stuff down. Okay, when this bad boy hits an internal temperature of 125, we're going to bring it on in and let it rest. Then we'll watch the carryover. I'm curious how far it'll carry over. We'll leave the ink bird inside it, and we'll go from there, folks. Alright, we'll see you inside when it hits 125. Alright, folks. Welcome back. We got it inside. We got it down here on the table resting. It climbed. I took a snapshot of it, folks, of the temperature. I found my Facebook thing here. And it hit 135.8 before it started to drop back down. I let it drop down to 125. Alright, so it climbed almost 10 degrees. Alright, let me bring you down here and we'll slice her and see how we did, folks. Alright, folks, 5.5 pound prime rib, or rib roast, whichever you like to call it. Get these strings off. Oh, this string smells so good you can eat it. Remember, I took it up at 250 degrees in the smoker using smoke-on pecan pellets. When it hit 80 degrees, we went out and started basting it with that butter. This is a 3-boner, folks. Alright. Got this from my local butcher shop. I'm going to leave the bones connected this time, folks. There's 3 of us, 3 bones. We're gonna cut it right between the first and second bone here, folks. Let's see how we did. Get all that string off of there. I'm looking for that wall-to-wall pink this time, folks. Now I didn't sear it, I didn't do nothing. I just brought it straight up to 125. How we do, folks? Whoa, that looks like a perfect medium rare to me, folks. It's got he nailed her. Yeah. That's the thicker part. This side here is a little thinner. Like I say, there's 3 of us. It'll be 3 steaks. Oop, I think I messed that one up. Oh well. There we go. Oh yeah. I like the end cuts my side, folks. What do you think? Beautiful. Alright. Little cut will probably be my boy. I don't know, maybe I'll just keep them all for myself. Alrighty, let's try that cap here. People like to call it the fidelis. I just call it sirloin cap. You call it whatever you want, but I call it delicious. There we go, folks. Oh yeah. That is beautiful. That overnight dry brine, you gotta do it, folks. Now you can season it up with whatever rub you want. Alright, folks. Keep it simple. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this prime rib. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. It's gonna be our dinner tonight. Total cook time, I would say, I think it was about 5.5 hours. I have to go back and check the video. With rest and everything, it took about 6 hours. Better stop. Want to have enough for dinner tonight. Alright, folks. Peace out.